It's not like it's rocket science. But the thing that I'm baffled at, some people work so hard to make it complicated, to really complicate the process. And so as we talk about these, you're going to see, oh, okay, but obviously I'm going to put a little different spin on it. And I want you guys, again, I want you to be thinking like leaders. Any track fans in here? Anybody like track and field? I love track and field. I'd rather watch track than actually football. I love track and field. So this is a long distance race. I was a jumper and a hurdler, but I love the long distance races. You know why? Because it's not like a bunch of people just run around in a circle and just doing it whatever, but there's a lot of strategy. There's a lot of tactical things that are taking place in the race. Here's an example where most of the big long distance races, they will usually have a runner in the front. They call it the rabbit. And the rabbit's job is to run the beginning of the race at a very intense pace, a faster pace than normal. The goal is to set a pace fast enough that the rest of the runners will go with them, will pull them along. Now, the rabbit usually drops out about halfway or 3/4 into the race. And if they did their job right, they set a pace that hopefully those runners can break a record, make it to the Olympics, or set a PR. But as leaders, think about yourself. You're the rabbit, but you don't drop out. It's understanding that leaders lead from the front. They lead from the front. They don't wait for other people. They go set the pace. So think about the goals you have today, tomorrow, next week. You be the leader. Because if you do it right, and you set the right pace, your team members and all those that are with you, if they want it, they will come right along with you, the ones that want it. Master the quality of discipline. If the doorway here leads to your opportunity, discipline is the master key. Because that's where the magic happens. I like to describe discipline as the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it while no one is watching. The ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it while no one is watching. As an athlete, that was in our DNA, automatic. Running hills on my own, studying film on my own, memorizing the plays on my own. I didn't need someone back over here telling me, hey, JJ, you need to do this and do that. No, because I wanted it bad enough and I knew those action steps was necessary. And I had to do it on my own, but we're not by ourselves. But there's a lot of times when we are by ourselves, making those calls, doing the personal development, practicing your presentation. You have to have the ability to motivate yourself to do those things because discipline is required in any area of success. Have you ever wanted something really bad? Something you know you could achieve, and someone doubted your ability? Someone judged you right away? It's almost like going to school. Let's say you go to class, it's the first day of school, and you got a new teacher. And the teacher looks at you and goes, oh, bad student going to get an F, just by looking at you from the outside. But here's the deal, and this is what I learned. It doesn't matter what other people think about you when you're going after your goals. What matters is what you think. Because there's dream stealers everywhere trying to steal your dream. They don't have to understand your journey. You have to understand your journey. And let me tell you something. There's nothing more exciting when you prove someone wrong. Prove it. Earn it. Go out there and do the work. But it's not just about doing any type of work. You got to be smart about how you work, about how you train, about perfecting the skills that's needed to be proficient at what you do. Think about the position that you have. What are the skills that you need to master to be really good at it? There's certain skill sets that every position in the world, whatever company you're a part of, that you need to master. How much time do you spend mastering the art of simple communication? That's something that people take for granted. But communication is so important to our business and how we connect with people. If you're dealing with customers, how good you are asking questions to go on a fact-finding mission to find the right information you need so that you can better support a customer. Or are you one of those that when someone's talking, you're not even really listening. You're already thinking about what your next question is. That's a skill set. And as I was growing up, I would watch my family members and friends make the same decisions where they would kind of struggle. And they would stay in this cycle doing the same thing over and over. They wouldn't leave the neighborhood. And I said, you know what? I'm going to break that cycle. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to create opportunities for myself and my future family. I want to go out and see the world. That was the first thing. The second thing was I had a burning desire to prove people wrong. And it fueled me every single day. And that is what I call, that was my why. That was my why. That was why I was doing what I was doing. And if you don't believe you can achieve them, you will not achieve them. You got to see yourself being successful first, because success is a choice. You just make up your mind, but it starts right there. I speak to a lot of kids, and what I tell them when they struggle with this, and I say, hey, just stay positive. Stay positive. Because when you have a positive mindset, you see the bright side of everything. No matter what it is, you're in the right mindset. Every day you wake up, you're positive because you know it's a new day. I can get better. I can do this. You're inspired because you know of the possibilities. And people gravitate towards positive people. Who wants to be around a negative Nally who's bringing you down? No, you want to be around positive people. So positive mindset will help you. And then I match it with vision. Vision is the ability to anticipate what will be. And then you need to make sure you have the proper preparation. Why do we prepare? Well, we prepare because we want to be successful. We want to be ready. We want to be ready for any given moment. One of the worst and one of the most uncomfortable feelings is when you're in a situation and you're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. And the moment is too big. Preparation is very key to success. I always tell everyone, just remember the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Proper preparation prevents poor performance in anything. Think about the times when maybe you were in a situation and you weren't ready. Isn't that an uncomfortable feeling? Because you know you're not giving it your best. This is another time when you are well prepared and you know what you're going to do and you're ready and you're able to give your A game.